In the tranquil grove of Venuvana, the Buddha sat beneath a tall tree. His disciples gathered around him. The air was calm, filled with the rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of birds. Among the disciples sat Sudatta, a merchant from the bustling city of Rajagaya, his face burdened with worry. He had come seeking the Buddha's guidance, his heart troubled by the pressures and moral dilemmas of his trade. Sudatta spoke first, his voice trembling with sincerity. "Blessed One, my heart is heavy, entangled in the complexities of my business affairs." The Buddha, serene and compassionate, turned his gaze towards Sudatta, his eyes radiating understanding. "Tell me, Sudatta," the Buddha said, "what troubles your mind? Speak freely, for clarity arises from shared understanding." Sudatta took a deep breath and began. "In my trade, I encounter deceit, greed, and relentless competition. How can I conduct my business with integrity?" The Buddha listened attentively, his presence a wellspring of calm and wisdom, allowing Sudatta's words to flow without interruption. When Sudatta finished, the Buddha remained silent for a moment, letting the weight of the words settle. Finally, the Buddha spoke, his voice measured and profound. "Sudatta, imagine a farmer planting seeds in the fertile soil of a field." Sudatta nodded, his brow furrowed in concentration, eager to grasp the meaning behind the Buddha's words. "If the farmer plants seeds of weeds," the Buddha continued, "what will the field yield when the rains bless the earth?" Sudatta replied, "Weeds, Lord, for the nature of the seeds determines the harvest, regardless of the rain's purity." The Buddha smiled gently, the light of understanding dawning in Sudatta's eyes. "Indeed, Sudatta, so too does your intention act as the seed of your actions," the Buddha explained. He continued, "If your intention is rooted in greed, deceit, or harm, the fruits of your labor will reflect that nature. But if your intention is rooted in compassion, integrity, and service, your efforts will yield benefits for many," the Buddha added. Sudatta leaned forward, his heart swelling with both relief and a newfound sense of responsibility. The Buddha gestured to the vast canopy above, its branches intertwined in a harmonious dance with the sky. "The tree does not hoard its shade or its fruits," the Buddha said. "It shares freely with all who come. Thus, Sudatta, approach your trade not as a means to accumulate but as an opportunity to uplift," the Buddha advised. Sudatta's face brightened, the burden in his heart easing as the Buddha's wisdom settled into his consciousness. "But Lord," Sudatta asked, "how do I ensure my intentions remain pure when faced with the world's relentless challenges?" The Buddha paused, his gaze turning toward the horizon, the setting sun casting a golden glow upon the grove. "Sudatta, practice mindfulness," the Buddha said, "for mindfulness is the mirror reflecting the true nature of your thoughts and actions. Begin each day with a moment of stillness," the Buddha continued, asking yourself, "What is my true intention for today?" The disciples listened intently, their hearts resonating with the simple yet profound wisdom of the Buddha's words. The Buddha added, "Just as a potter shapes clay with care, shape your intentions with conscious awareness and unwavering diligence. Remember, Sudatta, even the grandest of palaces begins with a single brick, laid with intention and precision." The Buddha's words wove a tapestry of clarity and inspiration, resonating deeply with all who sat before him. Sudatta bowed his head, his voice filled with gratitude. "Blessed One, your teachings illuminate the path I must follow, and I am deeply grateful." The Buddha placed a hand on Sudatta's shoulder, a gesture of reassurance and encouragement, his touch light yet grounding. "Go forth, Sudatta," the Buddha said, "and let your trade become a vessel for spreading compassion, integrity, and interconnectedness." That evening, as the disciples dispersed, Sudatta lingered beneath the tree, reflecting on the Buddha's words. The stars began to appear, their light a gentle reminder of the interconnectedness of all beings and the universe. Sudatta resolved to transform his business, aligning his intentions with the teachings of the Buddha, his heart brimming with hope. The grove grew quiet, the night embracing the land, as Sudatta set forth on his journey, carrying the Buddha's wisdom within him. Another day, the grove of Venuvana was alive with birdsong, the soft hum of life weaving through the morning air. The Buddha sat beneath the ancient tree, his calm presence drawing disciples from distant corners of the kingdom. Among them was Sudatta, his face shadowed with the weight of recent storms. His spirit troubled, Sudatta approached the Buddha, bowing deeply, his voice heavy with despair. "Blessed One, calamity has struck. My trade faces great peril." The Buddha turned his serene gaze toward Sudatta, his expression filled with compassion, the golden light of dawn softening his features. "Speak, Sudatta," the Buddha said, "for in sharing burdens, they become lighter, and clarity often emerges from conversation." Sudatta began, "The storm has blocked roads, destroyed goods, and left the market in chaos. Greed and deceit now dominate the trade. Many merchants exploit the misfortune, hoarding resources and raising prices, leaving the vulnerable to suffer," Sudatta added, his voice trembling. The Buddha listened, his silence encouraging Sudatta's words to flow freely, his patience a balm for the troubled merchant. When Sudatta finished, the grove fell silent, the disciples waiting with bated breath for the Buddha's wisdom to emerge. The Buddha gestured toward the river flowing gently nearby, its surface glistening under the morning sun. "Sudatta," the Buddha said, "do you see the river and how it flows around the rocks and continues its journey?" Sudatta looked toward the river, nodding slowly, his mind attuned to the metaphor the Buddha was presenting. "Yes, Lord. The river adapts to obstacles, finding its way without abandoning its path," Sudatta replied. The Buddha smiled, his voice measured and calming. "So too must you navigate the storms of life and trade without straying from your intention," he continued. "Obstacles are inevitable, but resilience arises when your actions align with the seeds of integrity you have planted. Do not hoard or exploit, for wealth accumulated through harm is water held in a cracked pot. It will never last." The Buddha's words resonated deeply, the disciples nodding in quiet agreement, the truth settling into their hearts. "Instead, Sudatta," the Buddha said, "be like the river, moving with challenges but remaining steadfast in your purpose to serve. Collaborate and share resources, for in unity lies strength, and in compassion lies prosperity," the Buddha advised. Sudatta bowed his head, his heart opening to the possibilities within the Buddha's teachings. "But Blessed One," Sudatta asked, his voice hesitant, "how can I act with integrity when surrounded by those who exploit and deceive?" The Buddha turned his gaze to the sky, where clouds moved gently, their impermanence a reminder of life's transient nature. "Sudatta, like the clouds, the greed and deceit of others are temporary, shadows that cannot obscure the light of truth," the Buddha continued. "Your actions are yours alone, and by choosing integrity, you become a beacon for others in times of darkness. Reflect daily on your intentions, meditate upon your choices, and strengthen your resolve through mindfulness and compassion," the Buddha said. Sudatta felt a surge of strength within, the teachings illuminating his path like a lantern in the night. The disciples remained attentive, their spirits uplifted by the Buddha's words, their hearts inspired to act with wisdom in their endeavors. The Buddha turned toward Sudatta once more, his voice filled with encouragement. "Sudatta, storms come and go, but the roots of a strong tree withstand even the fiercest winds." The Buddha added, "Let your trade be that strong tree, nourished by the roots of compassion, resilience, and interconnectedness with your community." Sudatta bowed deeply, his gratitude flowing from his heart. His voice steady. Blessed One, your teachings guide me with clarity, and I will strive to act with integrity. As the day progressed, the disciples dispersed, their minds filled with the wisdom shared by the Buddha. Their hearts lightened. Sudatta lingered by the river, watching its gentle flow, his thoughts aligning with the teachings he had received. The challenges of his trade no longer seemed insurmountable, his spirit renewed and his resolve unwavering. That evening, as the stars emerged one by one, Sudatta set forth to transform his trade. Embracing collaboration and compassion, he shared resources with fellow merchants, ensuring fairness in his dealings, and became a source of strength for his community. His actions inspired others, the ripples of his integrity spreading far and wide, touching lives in profound ways. The grove grew quiet as night embraced the land, the Buddha's teachings resonating in the hearts of those who had gathered. Sudatta carried the wisdom within him, a beacon of hope and resilience, his journey illuminated by the light of mindful entrepreneurship. Another day, the grove of Venuvana was bathed in the golden hues of sunrise, its tranquility embracing all who arrived. The Buddha sat beneath the sal tree, his disciples gathered, their expressions a tapestry of devotion and curiosity. Among them was Sudatta, his countenance both peaceful and contemplative, his hands carrying a small bundle wrapped in cloth. Sudatta approached the Buddha and bowed deeply, his voice resonant with gratitude. Blessed One, I bring you gifts of my success. The Buddha regarded Sudatta with kindness, his gaze steady and gentle, his voice as calm as the flowing river nearby. Sudatta, the Buddha said, tell me, how have the teachings guided you? And what have you learned from your endeavors? Sudatta began, Blessed One, through your wisdom, I have transformed my trade into a source of prosperity for myself and my community. He continued, I have shared resources, uplifted others, and acted with integrity, finding harmony in the balance of commerce and compassion. The Buddha listened intently, his silence affirming Sudatta's words and inviting reflection from all present in the grove. Sudatta knelt before the Buddha, unwrapping the bundle to reveal a finely crafted bowl filled with fresh fruits. These are offerings of gratitude, Blessed One, a token of the harvest born from your guidance, Sudatta said reverently. The Buddha accepted the offering with a serene smile, placing the bowl to his side, his eyes meeting Sudatta's. Sudatta, the Buddha said, success achieved with integrity and shared with others is a blessing, yet it carries its own challenges. The disciples leaned forward, sensing the profound lesson that was about to be shared, their hearts open and attentive. Tell me, the Buddha continued, how do you ensure that success does not become a source of pride or attachment? Sudatta hesitated, his voice filled with sincerity. Blessed One, I strive to reflect and act humbly, yet I fear the shadow of pride may still linger. The Buddha nodded, his expression thoughtful, his words measured. Sudatta, pride is like a shadow cast by the light of achievement when wisdom dims and vigilance wavers. He gestured toward the grove, where a farmer was seen harvesting grains from a nearby field, his movements deliberate and graceful. A farmer who harvests the field does not consume all the grain for himself but shares it and replants anew, the Buddha explained. Likewise, Sudatta, let your success be shared freely and reinvested in the well-being of others and the community. The Buddha continued, when wealth or status becomes tightly held, it hardens the heart and blinds the mind to the truths of impermanence. Reflect regularly on your actions and their impact, for humility arises from an awareness of interconnectedness and service, he added. Sudatta's gaze softened, the Buddha's words weaving a framework of wisdom for navigating the complexities of success. But, Blessed One, Sudatta asked, How can I guard against pride when accolades and recognition are given by others without my seeking them? The Buddha turned his gaze toward the canopy above, where sunlight filtered through the branches, casting patterns of light and shadow. Sudatta, just as the tree gives shade without seeking gratitude, so too should your actions be without attachment to recognition, he added. True humility lies not in denying your abilities or achievements, but in using them as tools for greater good. Let accolades be like the passing breeze, acknowledged but not clung to, for they hold no lasting essence, the Buddha said. Sudatta felt a profound sense of relief, the Buddha's wisdom grounding him in clarity and balance. The Buddha's voice became gentle yet firm, resonating with purpose. Success carries the responsibility of stewardship, not ownership, for all things are impermanent and interconnected. Act as a custodian of your prosperity, ensuring that it serves as a source of light, not a weight of darkness, he advised. The disciples murmured softly, the teachings resonating deeply, their relevance extending to all paths of life. Sudatta bowed his head, his voice steady and filled with reverence. Blessed One, your words guide me to a path of balance and service. I am deeply grateful. The Buddha placed a hand on Sudatta's shoulder, his touch light yet grounding, his gaze steady and filled with compassion. Go forth, Sudatta, and continue to act with intention, humility, and mindfulness, for these are the roots of enduring success. As the day progressed, Sudatta left the grove, his heart filled with a renewed sense of purpose and humility. He returned to his trade, sharing his resources generously, creating opportunities for others, and cultivating trust within his community. His actions became a beacon of inspiration, touching lives and fostering an environment of harmony and shared prosperity. The grove grew quiet as evening descended, the teachings of the Buddha lingering in the air, a source of guidance for all. The disciples dispersed, their hearts lightened and their minds enriched, the Buddha's words echoing like a gentle song of wisdom. The stars emerged one by one, their light a reminder of the infinite interconnectedness of all beings and the universe. Sudatta's story spread far beyond the boundaries of his community, his journey a testament to the transformative power of mindful entrepreneurship. The Buddha's teachings continue to illuminate paths for generations, guiding hearts and minds toward lives of purpose, balance, and interconnectedness. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.